Standing right on a bluff on the hills of the natural state here. Been rolling through Arkansas this morning, heading out to a river that's over that way. I decided yesterday I'm gonna try to hit up the Buffalo National River. So we're gonna head over. That's gonna be me here in a little bit. I've never fished it, been wanting to, so we got about an hour drive. It's somewhere out there, and we're gonna try fish it. Okay, so yes, I was on my way to the Buffalo River, but I came to a bridge, I looked over, and I had to whip around, make a U-turn, and come look at this creek right here. Yeah, tell me you can't pass this up. It definitely gets pretty shallow, but this little spot right here looks so beautiful. Now, I'm not gonna wade it. It's pretty deep out there looking, and the water's still cold, but dude, should we go ahead and drag the kayak in and just try fishing here before we head on to the next place? Let's go.
How's everything?
Oh, all right so far. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Catching fish?
Well, I can't get it takes me forever to get a license before I can get in the water. It's I have to go through, reset my password.
Oh yeah.
I just drove up from Tennessee.
Those things, they
I got the app, but it takes me through 3 different ways, and I'm finally about to get there, and I was gonna try to get on the water.
I like that kayak.
Yeah, it's made for rivers. It's called an RVR, but river, but it like really cuts upstream and does good like that. I get asked all the time, do I buy my licenses? What do I do? So I'm sitting on my kayak, I pull up to a brand new spot I've never been to, and I'm like, all right, I know I don't have my license for Arkansas for this year. I had it last year, but expired. So I'm like, I gotta get that. Even though I'm at a spot out of the way, middle of nowhere, this little creek. So I sit down, I'm having trouble getting my license because it's just taking a while to go through. And a wildlife officer pulls up right when I'm doing that. And, but I always try to make sure I have my license. Like, I always want to get it just to be safe. You never know, and it's the right thing to do. So pretty cool talking to a Arkansas wildlife guy. Oh, there's a school of fish right there. You know, getting a little bit of information, showing him what I got, my kayak and stuff. And that was really cool. So, and just kind of making sure also, like, is this okay to be here? And he's like, yep, no problem. So he said there's some good smallmouth fishing in this creek. Also, the Buffalo River is a lot closer, just down the road a few miles. We might get there, but right now we're gonna keep it real simple. I threw a couple lures in here, a couple rods, and we're gonna paddle up. Didn't even put the motor on or anything, but this water is a lot deeper than I thought. Dude, something biting at something over there. There's a fish chasing something down the bank. What was going on? It could have been a little fish. There was something chasing something down the bank over there. Oh, there he is. See? I don't know what was going on. Oh, oh. Come eat it. Dude, it's a nice smallie. He bit my lure. He was chasing something. There was a nice smallie. I saw him come out. Oh, I should have had him. Tore my lure up. He was chasing bait, so that was an active smallmouth bass. These fish can really travel a long way in this creek. This pool is a long, plenty of water all throughout. That was a long, deep stretch, lots of bait fish, shiners, suckers, a lot of long ear. I'm sure there's some bass in here somewhere hiding. I don't think I want to, oh, are you serious? There was one, he just took my bait. Well, let's quit messing around and go ahead and put on a bluegrass bug. There he is. There he is. He was way up in this current. They are a little aggressive. Okay. Oh, he just threw out my bait. My little swim bait's falling to the ground right there. They're falling to the bottom of the river. So this is the one that ate my little swim bait. He's up in here eating. He's way up in this current. Okay, a little Arkansas smallie. Good little creek smallie. Man, he was up in this current. Now I'm trying to decide, should I keep going upstream? I may get out and walk up there just to see what it looks like. Let this guy go. All right, I went upstream, made a few casts. That nice next pull. Didn't really see anything. I see a lot of suckers. I'm not seeing any bass. I'm not sure how, right now I'm not sure how much bass there are in this creek. At least the sections that I did. I didn't see any rock bass. And we only caught that one smallmouth, but we're gonna turn around, head back down. Come on, come on. There he is. I watched that fish come up behind it. That's cool. That was cool. There's another one behind it. Where's that other one at? There was another one with him. All right, coming back down, got me another one. Switched to the Rebel Crawl on a little BFS setup, and this is one of the reasons I kind of got the BFS. One of the things I was thinking of throwing these little crankbaits like this that they do really well. And I usually throw them on a spinning rod, but it was a lot nicer off the BFS. But man, that's a pretty fish right there. Let's go over in the sun. There he is. Man, that's cool. All those yellow colors on it. Alrighty. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get out. There's a nice little run going down, but I have to drag my kayak way back up here. It'd be cool to float this creek to explore it, but for right now, I don't think it's worth spending too much more time here. Definitely worth the view. It was really cool, and worth just sliding my kayak out, you know, and coming up here, spending an hour or whatever it was. That was definitely worth it. Dude, it's crazy. Dude, this is wild. It's just these big old gravel bars. Look at that guy, that little bus. That is awesome. There's a cave over there. There's some fast current. You can just park wherever you want, I guess, because this is wild. Look at that river. It's way smaller than I thought it was gonna be. Now, this is a popular area. People in spring break are probably out here. I bet this place gets crazy busy in the summertime. And we're gonna fish this deep hole, and I don't know if we can run up the current or not. We're gonna try to get around with the motorized kayak. Well, I was just making some casts off the bank, and I already got a fish from that creek. I remember I realized, and it's springtime, they get up in this current where it's a current, then drops off into a deep pool. They're gonna be up in the head of this current feeding. And there's our first one. Maybe we should just do bank fishing. I don't even know. I might try it first before we put our kayak in, if we can. Because this is a lot of water right here. There could be a lot of fish, I don't know. Well, there's my first ever Buffalo River smallie. Nice, about 12, 13 incher. Man, that water is beautiful. I'm gonna put on one of my wading shoes that I like, this Columbia. What are the Omni Shield? I don't know, I've had these, I got these last year, wore them a lot. So we are gonna do some bank fishing. Hopefully we catch fish. I love catching them off the bank. It's so fun, but this is just the way this river sets up. I don't know how much access I really have here. May not have as much access as I think, but it's just too beautiful and this is the best way to fish these kind of places off the bank so I can get my lure in and let it drift. One of my favorite fishing rods, it's a 610 medium fast. It's a Lose, and then I got a Shimano Vanford, my nicest reel. 15-pound braid, 10-pound leader line. I may change out jig heads, but I got the bluegrass bug on a 1/15 or 1/10. And I got a couple other ones in my pocket and a couple other jig heads, and we're just gonna explore. Guess we can just leave the truck right here. Dude, this is so cool. Oh man. But I don't know.
Go check the fishing license real quick if
Yeah.
you got it with you.
There's one. I came back to this spot, caught another one. I kind of walked away for a little while, got checked again, this time by U.S. park rangers for my fishing license. But these are real popular areas. A lot of people coming in to kayak. Oh yeah, there's another little smallie. Oh yeah, we will take them. We will take them. All right, we're back to bank fishing. Kayaking didn't really work out. I drove about, probably, it was like a 20-minute drive. It was probably like 10 miles or more up the river. And the river looks the same size. I thought we got a little skinnier, but it's looking pretty good and pretty deep. This place is crazy looking. There's some big old banks right there. Or bluffs. Man, I had to let that thing drift for a long time. Finally felt a little thump. And it's a little smallie. Beautiful though. Man, these fish are gorgeous. He's got little crawdad whiskers and a pincher sticking out. He's eating. Oh, he's thick too. This is probably gonna be the last spot. I just kind of went down the road, found another place to pull over, kind of do a little fishing. The fishing hasn't been exactly great, but I've always heard it's tough up here also on this river. They're in the early spring phase, water's super clear. Beautiful, man. It's one of the coolest looking rivers, just awesome places out here. Everywhere you look on this river is just amazing looking. There's one. There's one. Oh wait, is that a rock bass? Yeah, or Ozark bass, first one. I've been wondering how come I haven't come across one yet. All right. Oh, that's a new species for the bluegrass bug too, for me anyways. All right, well, I've been to 3 spots and I've caught at least 1 fish at all spots. That was amazing, but these are all public areas. I'm sure they've been getting fished. I'm seeing footprints everywhere. People are out. There's so many people kayaking already for pleasure. And I'm sure, and I saw several people fishing already. This is not a, I mean, this is a beautiful, long, big river, but I feel like a lot of people come to it. And I'm here in the end of March, just trying to pick off a few fish. Right there, he tugged again. Felt like, there again. He's got it. Something's got it in their mouth. Oh, I got him. Wow, that's a lot better than I thought. Dude, a nice rock bass. Oh, or Ozark bass. Well, that one finally, maybe there was just several of them pecking at it because I don't know what they were doing, but they were taking turns. Okay, well, there's gotta be a little bundle of them over there, I'm hoping. And I'm just gonna let them eat it. Got it. I threw up in front of that rock and let it drift right into that rock. I'm pretty sure that's what they're in there. Another nice one. Man, the water is so clear. Well, this is a little hot spot here. I ain't got any smallies, but these fish are just awesome. Boom, right there. All right, wind, stay down for a second. The wind's not been my friend this spring. It is made for some tough fishing days. And also the wind's kind of enemy of microphones. You're trying to record. I didn't bring my wind mic today. Ooh, this looks promising. At least be able to catch 1 fish out of here. Good current coming in and a little bit of a pocket right there. Give me a smallie to end the day out with. That's what we need, just one good smallmouth. Yeah, somebody fished this pretty good. I'm sure we got some big steps here, walking along the bank. Probably fishing this pool right here. Oh, there's that groundhog back over there. Just going down the bank there. Probably fished the exact same waters, I'd say, yesterday or the day before, because today's Monday. Oh, that's a good fish. He might have caught this fish too, but doesn't mean we can't catch one here. Man, I really had to let that lure sit down there. Okay, it's not that big, but he was down that current. It may be our best one today. I had to let it sit down there and drift down in there. Yeah. Hey, we got another smallie. Yes, sir. He's all right. It's all right when you go exploring, and sometimes you go exploring, you don't catch any fish. You're like, oh, this is what I had. Checked out a new place, didn't catch anything. And then some days you do. All right, boom, that was what we wanted. I can leave happy today. Feel like I've caught some fish, explored this beautiful river, which I definitely didn't do it justice. Maybe I'll come back in the summer. We definitely will do some more exploring on the Buffalo River in Arkansas. It's gonna happen. Oh. Oh, I got him. I got him. I saw that. That was crazy. I saw something and I didn't know he was on there. So that fish was on there, I bet you, for 3 seconds before I knew it. Dude, this fish was right in front of me. He was right straight out there. I threw my lure up here and let it drift a couple times, and I tried to let it drift. My line is down here, like the bend, but my lure was right there. I saw a flash. And then my line looks like it's down here, but it's actually, the lure's up there. So I just pull up a little tension and he was on. So there could be like so many fish out there when they're sitting in current like that. You gotta get that lure down into it, let it kind of bobble around. Dude, another beautiful fish. I don't know, I'm not trying to tell you how it always works, but for me, I've learned that for springtime, it's really about getting that lure down in there, and there's fish that you don't know are there. If you drift it to them, you can catch them. I'll kind of move down this run a little bit. It's kind of a long little run to it. It starts to taper off really about right here. So I'm gonna move down and kind of fish the back part of it. Those catches I got were kind of way up in there, but they could be kind of all spread out. So there's a nice pool coming up, fast water. This is about 6-8 inches deep. This is where little bait fish run around, but think of all the things that are attached to these rocks that bounce off, especially in springtime. All the different little larvas and things that are obviously hugger mites and stoneflies. I don't know if mayflies. No, mayflies hatch in the trees. But there's a bunch of different little bugs. Let's just pick one up and see what we see underneath a rock, if there's anything on one. Oh, there we go, a little stonefly. Oh, several of them. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if you see them. There's one there, one there, one there. Yeah, so think about how much little bitty bugs and things are out here that when it's time for them to, whatever they do, cycle of life, they pop up and they drift down. Some make it out, and a lot of them get eaten. Oh, dude. And then there's these guys. Come here. Gotcha. Holy cow, look at that crawl, dude. Dark brown. I mean, obviously, those fish are eating these. One of the fish I caught today had a pincher and some whiskers sticking out of his belly. I kind of wonder if I should use this for live bait. But look at those pinchers. Break those pinchers off and throw him out there. We already been catching fish, but look how dark and brown that is. Well, there's some more bait fish. Yeah, there's all kinds of fish. Fish love, obviously they eat other minnows, but they eat so many different little crustaceans and bugs and just whatever kind of comes in their face. Well, that right there is pretty neat looking. Well, the more beautiful the spot, the less fish I've gotten.
That's fish. Wait, where did he come from? What is it? Oh, a little smaller. Well, I went through a couple really good sections that look amazing. And this is the first fish I've caught. I caught those 2 bass back in that little area that looked like nothing. So, I mean, it's hard to know exactly. And even if you think you got it figured out, they might not be there, or they may be not biting. Oh, who knows? Fishing's a game you're always trying to understand the fish. All right, about to head back to the truck. I just want to let you know that I had no guarantee I was going to catch fish today. I took a risk. I went. Now, I had heard about this river. I'd planned to kayak it, so I didn't kayak it. I was like, all right, well, let's try bank fishing. Didn't know if I was going to catch anything. Didn't know what the fish were going on. I halfway through the day, I only caught a couple fish. You know, it's kind of bouncing around. And then this last spot here, I caught, I think, 5 or 6 fish in this last little section. I like exploring and going to these kind of places, not knowing. I didn't ask. I know people that fish this river. I could have asked, like, hey, where do you fish at? Now, sometimes I'll do that, but a lot of times I just like going and figuring it out myself, just going and exploring, see what I come across. If I can do it without knowing any spots or any locations, then, you know, I'm hoping the average person, I figure the average person can go do the same thing, catch some fish. This was an exploring day. I'd built this day into my trip. I'm on a 6-day trip. And I built in a day, or I just planned for today to kind of explore. Now I'm gonna go to this river. Well, I went to that, and then on the way here, I found that creek. If that creek had been bigger, I probably would have stayed there all day. But then it, you know, led me to go over here and go, you know, one place to another. And then I just kind of hopped around and got way up here, and where it's a little bit more creekish, it kind of where I was able to kind of fish the whole thing. And that's where I was able to catch my most fish. Get out of here, figure out what I'm gonna do. Last night I slept in my truck. I woke up this morning, I was at a gas station. I just stopped at some random gas station traveling through Arkansas. Tonight, I may have to go get a shower somewhere, get something good to eat. Thanks for watching.